Welcome to Chessington World of Adventures. Yes, we are here to check out what's going on around the park. There's quite a lot happened last time we were here, so we're quite looking forward to what we might see today. But first of all, of course, we've come up to look at the Minecraft track, and it looks like more track is here. As we can see supports right up to the fence here, and I can get to see this track. Kurt came last time, gave us some footage. Look at this track. Look at the angles of this track. That is quite something, to be honest with you. Right, let's see what else we've got here. Get you some close-ups before heading inside and showing you the show building, which we're expecting to be massive. Just look at all these track and supports that are here. And these are big ones as well, they really are. I'm still not 100% sure why they are not black all the way down, to be honest. I would argue it's particularly weird on these ones where it looks like it's just sort of stopped being painted. Some of them look quite well faded, where some of them just look like they've stopped painting them, which is really peculiar. But look at this track. So many supports have arrived here at Chessington. Lots of track as well. Again, I don't know if it's all here because it's hard to tell where it's going in the show building. It's hard to tell what's been installed, what's been put on site. You just can't tell. But look at this, look how close we are to this. Snuck in the middle of supports is a new flat piece, which is either going to be a launch or brake section, completely flat. Just literally in the middle of these new supports which have arrived. Look at them all. I think the length of this coaster and the experience of this coaster still hasn't hit home to many people, but it is going to be something special. The angles of this one is one of my favourites. Look at the way that dips in and out as we look at the red track which will form the outside part of the ride. There is just so much here, there really is. And all this is track and supports. There's no steel structures here in terms of building. This is all ride out here at the moment. These pieces, which we have seen here before, they've been here a while, carry the same middle sections as the new straight piece up the top, so we'd think they will be connected as we look at the rest of the track here at the park. Before we head in the park, you can see through the trees the back of the Minecraft building. It'll be interesting as there is car parks here, and we assume these will be used, whether or not this carries any theme going forward. My guess is it won't, but you can definitely see it through the trees, and that means all the back end of the building is on. It's all on. Through the old tiger cages is the best way to see exactly how this building has stretched right the way across. And you can see how far it's gone as well. I mean, we're right at the bottom end of the tiger area, so this approaches where Monkey Swinger was. Absolutely huge building going up. From the first window, you can really see. So it wasn't that long ago, we were looking over at the second elevator. That really gives you a sense, if you're following the construction, just where we were looking. And now all of this has gone up since, and this is probably approaching the end of the building, and you can see sort of the fascia marks across the top, so you can see the structures through the fence. You can see them, and you can see particularly on the front boardings they've put on that these will have graphics on for the Minecraft area to kind of enclose you in the area itself. I don't know how much further down it's going to go, but something tells me that's probably towards the end of the site now. Here's a view across as well. I think this is as far as this is going to go, to be honest with you. I really do. But it's a huge show building. When you think it starts before the buildings did in Wild Asia and continue right down to Monkey Swinger, it's a huge building. There was Minecraft. There were things we can see from various rides, in fairness, from Croc Drop to Rattlesnake to Tiger Rock to Dragon's Fury, that we can't show you because obviously we can't take cameras on rides. And that is first that the foundations are going down for what looks like the ride down the bottom end, or certainly the show building for the ride down the bottom end. We can see, and we've seen familiar sort of patterns on footers and things before, that is what's going in down the bottom. They're continuing to do work where Cobra is returning. Of course, we don't know what that's going to be called or even look like yet fully. And that is also completing groundwork down there. It is definitely building they're doing. That building is huge. The whole back panel is on that building already, which is staggering because it wasn't last week. So you won't be able to see anything from the car park. And I wonder how much we'll be able to see of the track going in as well, because I don't think it's going to be an awful lot, to be honest with you. But at the moment, it's building. All the track's outside, so we've got to see the track, which is brilliant. We love getting up close, particularly with Intamin track. We don't get that many Intamins in the country. And yeah, it's coming along at a fast pace. It won't be long. We will see outdoor track going up, but I'm not sure how much more indoor track we're going to see go up for Minecraft. That said, still plenty to look at here at Chessington, so don't switch off. We've got other things to show you as well. A few subtle changes which always seem to come in include the sign for the food supplies, which is located just on the right hand side there in World of Jumanji. And of course it used to sell the turkey legs when it first opened, but now it does Coke, Rollover and Costa, and they are actually advertising it. And the main reason for doing this is the fact that it's usually quite quiet in there, so when you're queuing for food elsewhere in the park, try this one out. Last time we brought you while we were here some of the changes that are going on down here. So this is no longer the access to the accessibility for Vampire. That is now around the front. So this area serves no purpose whatsoever anymore. It's a nice way of putting it. There are a lot, by the way, of Gruffalo boats stacked up behind there. Now, down here at Sea Lion Bay, it is closed off. We understand they're not going anywhere. There's no plans to remove them. The rumour has it it's going to be refurbished down here, and the supplies do kind of indicate that they might be doing that. We want to see shows return, we really do, after seeing particularly Pleasurewood Hills, Kurt, because you've seen the Pleasurewood Hills one as well. It's a fantastic show, isn't it? It's an absolutely fantastic show. And Chessington used to do incredible shows where hundreds of people used to gather around here 2 or 3 times a day to watch them. It's a real distraction from the rest of the park, and in fairness, the keepers are kind of here anyway. It's not like they have to hire anyone especially to do it. They do bits anyway, but at the moment, it's all closed off down here. Everywhere you look, you cannot get down here. Yeah. Hopefully, it is just for maintenance and nothing else. Nothing down there at all, but as you can see through here, there's a lot of Gruffalo boats sitting there, and they're old ones as well. You can see the red paint peeling through, but I reckon there's 6 or 7 stacked there, which is weird because we didn't queue for the bottom of the lift hill today, which is arguably better. So yeah, maybe they should take some off. Last time we came, the Donut Express was closed. Well, it's now got all brand new signage right the way across it, and it is a quick serve unit. So you used to be able to walk inside, queue inside, which actually was quite nice on a day like this, to be perfectly honest with you. It's now quick serve from both sides. So it looks like you've got, I don't actually know whether that's just drinks and that's donuts, but all bright new signage. All prices, so build your own ice cream $4.25, 10 donuts £11, 5 donuts $8.75, but it's really nice to see it back open really quickly. And then whilst we're here, here is the stage for the summer. It's just called Summer Holidays this year. I love that because that's obviously a play on the Chessington logo. It's really, really nice. And we'll be back for summer celebrations. You'll get to see the summer shows here on the channel too. But good to see some shows back. at Chessington. We are so close to the return of Elmers Flying Jumbos. Last time we were here, they were still putting padding on. It looks like they have started installing the padding, and I believe it's stuck on. So you see the cable ties there. That's where the glue hasn't set yet, which is the reason for the cable ties. And there's quite a few of them with it as well. But they are being stuck on for obviously handles and whether or not you bang your head or anything with the children move around. But you can see the seat belts quite clearly in this one. Yeah, massive improvement. Great to see it have some love, have a refurbishment. One of the classic rides here at Chessington. So it won't be long. It won't be long. It looks like it's just finishing touches now, and we will get Elmers back ready for the summer. One reason why the walkway is closed is they are down there replacing the boardings up to the top, so hopefully that will reopen again soon. When these feedback things pop up, Kurt, it's not usually a good sign. So this is brand new. Tell us what we think of Zufari as we come past. Now, I still think they should rip the whole Zufari out and have it as a walkthrough and have the whole zoo over here. But this is new, which means they're thinking about the future of Zufari and what guest perception is of it. This one doesn't ask us what we think of Toon Blaster, but again, another one which has popped up. They are certainly after people's opinions. Yeah. And it's quite an interesting survey when you take it. That concludes our update here from Chessington World of Adventures. Loads going on in Minecraft. It's great to see all that track and more arrived since we were last here as well. They are, of course, preparing for summer. We'll be back for summer to cover the events and things. But all the beach stuff is out. It's only a couple of weeks away.